coach or consultant, selling an online course is costing you tens of thousands of pounds every single month. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly what you should sell instead of a course to 10x your offer. In the last 8 years, I've generated over 10 million in sales revenue, and now I help coaches with even less than 1,000 followers hit 20k months consistently and grow their coaching business. The problem is so many coaches in the info space don't understand that by just making some simple changes, they can increase their revenue overnight. I'm going to break down the exact strategy I use with our clients that enables them to charge 5 to 20k for their coaching and consulting offers. I'm on a mission to help 100 UK coaches make multiple six figures regardless of their following. So let's dive straight in. If you're selling a low ticket course, please listen in, take notes. I've put together this 20k per month offer builder. And first I want to start with, most coaches, when they're doing low ticket, they're in a situation where they're doing everything for themselves. They don't have a solid content strategy in place. They're selling a low ticket course, no sales process in place either, and no consistent lead flow. I've taken over 300 plus sales calls with coaches, and these are things I hear pop up a lot. Having a team in place and having a solid back-end system in place allows you to be in this desired situation here where you're making a lot of money without being a slave to your business. You have a great influx of inbound leads coming in every single day, people that want to work with you, people that are saying, I can't wait to have a spot, or when's there a spot available. You're generating amazing client results as well, because at the end of the day, your brand and your reputation is also important. So you want to have good deliverables on your side so you can get these people, get your prospects, get the people you train to have unbelievable results, because it's like a hamster wheel. As soon as they get a good result, you can market, and then you can get more people within your ecosystem that want to work with you and your high ticket offer as well. Then the next stage is to scale the business. So once you've got a really good system in place, then it's time to scale. So what I've done, this is the exact offer builder we use to help our client go from 0 all the way to now 60 plus K, starting with only 900 followers within the Airbnb space. And this is exactly what we did. So first we want to start off with understanding your target audience. So we want to understand what are their pain points, what are their desires, what is stopping them from getting there and getting that result. And a lot of coaches I've worked with before we've come on board, there's a common trend into spending all this time building a product, building something out, taking months to also build it out, and then not really getting any results with it. And the reason why, you don't know what the market wants. So why build a product where you're unsure if the market or not? We want to really understand where these people are at, where they live, how much money they make, how much would they be willing to pay for coaching, what type of style of coaching do they want? Do they want group calls? Do they want one-to-one? Is it course material as well? On top of that, we want to understand our ideal customer profile to the T. Now, within this time frame, of course, the product's going to change as you get more market research, but at the start, what you can do is you can do like a story on your Instagram where you have some answers. You have a question, some answers, like a hand raiser, and anyone who responds to that, you can reach out. You can jump on a call with them. Not where you're trying to sell anything. You're just trying to understand where they're at, why they started. For example, if it's property, why they started Airbnb. What struggles have they had? Have they found it difficult to get their first Airbnb? How much would they pay for coaching? All these little things are just important to be able to then create a product that is also going to help these people. Now, once we're able to understand and we've got market research and we've got data points to be able to go away and put something together, we can then create a promise that people actually want. Let's say, for example, we'll use Airbnb as a niche because that's the niche we're currently working on. So if someone says, I want to be able to make 3 to 5k with Airbnb, and one of the things that are stopping me is I don't really have the knowledge, or let's say I don't really have a good, I don't really just know how to speak to a landlord. So now we know how much they want to make, and now we also know what's stopping them. So what we can do from there is within our marketing, our content, our long form content, YouTube videos, you name it, we can actually address all these problems within our content, and we can create a promise where get your first Airbnb profitable Airbnb in the next 2-3 months that will generate you 2 to 3K without the guesswork. So, that was me kind of just coming up with one off the dome. But with that market research, we can create a promise that people actually want. And in the market now, we're in a massive trust recession where a lot of people are over promising and under delivering. I always say don't over promise. Create something that's tangible, realistic, and measurable with low risk. There's so many. Alex Hormozi, he's created this. There's like a world of people now where they want to create unbelievable, irresistible offers, but if you're going to create an offer, you need to be able to deliver on that offer. You don't want to say you're going to be able to make someone 10K a month in the next 3 months and it doesn't happen, because now you're going to lose trust. It's going to ruin your brand. You want to create something that's reasonable, that's realistic and measurable as well, with low risk, of course. And one of the ways you can do that within the offer is, your Airbnb in the next, let's say, 6 months, you can make 2 to 3K without the guesswork, or I'll work with you for free. So you reduce that risk. The only real risk is your time, because if that person doesn't hit the result within that time frame, then you'll have to work with them until they do. You can, of course, also do money back guarantees. So, maybe they work with you for 6 months. If they don't hit that, you can do a money back guarantee with T's and C's as long as they've took all the right steps. And you'll find most people, if they take all the right steps and actually listen to everything, they'll probably get the result. So that's why it's just really important to have something and a promise that is tangible, but also realistic. We're in a massive trust recession just because there's so many people now that are just pushing out content saying they're going to deliver this, deliver that, deliver this, and they're not able to actually deliver that result, which, as you can imagine, turn a prospect down from going on to another offer or working with anyone else. So, level one, we want to also speak about proof. So a lot of coaches I've worked with, especially when trying to do high ticket, don't have too much proof on the back end. And level one can be proof such as you can do it. So if you're an Airbnb coach, your proof would be, for example, one of your Airbnbs made 3K this month. If you're a fitness coach, your proof is you're in good shape yourself, so you can do it. That's level one. Level two, you can teach others how to do it. So if you've worked with people before as a fitness coach and you can get them in shape, that's proof that you can have testimonials that are before and afters, that you can get people to look as good as you and get in the best shape of their lives. If you're an Airbnb coach, you are able to teach someone how to acquire a property, stage a property, make a property profitable, and so on. So that's level two. Those testimonials and that type of proof, of course, is a lot stronger than just you doing it, because it's giving the prospect some type of inkling. Okay, he's taught other people, she's taught other people how to do it, so they probably can teach me how to do it. And that is one of the most important things. I don't know about you, but me, when I buy something or I go to buy something, I'm looking at YouTube, I'm looking at the product, I'm looking at the reviews, I'm looking at reviews all over, because I want to validate that product is going to be beneficial for me, and I will do it. I will spend time watching content, YouTube, and get people's intake on, does it work? Does it do what it says it's meant to do? So having that promise, that strong guarantee and proof to show you can actually deliver and help these people deliver a result is what's going to be the difference, whether you do 5K or if you do 20, 30, 40, 50K per month. Once we've put all of those things in place, so we understand our target audience, so we know who they are, how much money they make, where they live, we know what they're struggling with, we know them as well as we know our best friend. We can then create a promise and create a product that's going to suit them, but also help them. We can market that product within our content because we understand the pain points, we understand what's stopping them, so we can address those things within our long form and our short form content. And we can also have proof on the table that you can do it, and we can also have proof on the table we can teach other people how to do it. Now we're really rigging. Here's where we're going to get to create a unique mechanism. Now you're going to say, Dwayne, what's a unique mechanism? What is that? I've never heard of that before. Now, the market is saturated. No, for most people, the market is saturated, but there's still people making hundreds of thousands of millions of pounds from their own coaching businesses or consultant businesses. The reason why they're able to differentiate themselves from the competitors. And one of the ways they do this is with a unique mechanism. And it's broken down into certain parts. So, we look at the delivery and we look at the process of the unique mechanism. So we're going to also name the unique mechanism, and we're going to have misconceptions. We're going to have consequences if that person doesn't follow our unique mechanism, and we're going to have benefits of our unique mechanism. And then we're going to have the old way against the new way. And these are all things that we'll use in content. We're using YouTube content as well. We're using ads. So delivery, for example, if you are an Airbnb coach, the process of someone starting from zero to getting a Airbnb, the first thing they might have to do is do research. But after that, they're going to call the landlord. After that, they put in an offer, so they rent. So maybe that's what they have to do to be able to get a property. That's the process the person needs to go through. And then the delivery is how we're going to deliver our services to the client. So for example, let's say for coaching someone, they might want one-to-one calls. So we might do them weekly. They also might want some video material, course material. So we'll have them on a platform or a website. They also might want tools. So, for the coaches, some of the coaches we work with, we have scripts available, we have contracts available for mentees, just to make it a lot easier for them. They don't have to go find a new contract with a landlord. It's just already there. They just need to fill it in, which really helps. So that's the delivery side. It may be in-person meetings, maybe. So we can break the unique mechanism out through a process, and then how we deliver that process. Now, the misconceptions, I'm going to use property. You're going to hear me use Airbnb property quite a lot, but I'll try to tailor it to, let's say, fitness or other things as well. But let's say Airbnb, a big miss to start, you need 20 grand. You don't. Maybe you only need 3 to 7K to start your first one, get it up, pay the deposit. After you've paid the deposit, you'll stage your property, spend a little bit of money there, and maybe a few fees here and there, but around, 4 to 7K, you could say. So we can break a misconception there and say you don't need 20K, you don't need 15K to start your first one. So the barrier to entry is a little bit lower. So that's like a misconception that we can have within our unique mechanism. The consequences of not using our unique mechanism may be, let's say, if we don't stage a property correctly, then our occupancy rate will not be over 80%. So that's the consequences of not using our unique mechanism. And let's say for this video, our unique mechanism for Airbnb will be the Airbnb Mastery. That's what I'm going to call it. Hope you like it. That's the consequences of not using the Airbnb Mastery unique mechanism, that you won't be at an 80% occupancy rate if you don't stage your property properly. The benefits, if you do stage your property properly, you're going to be over 9%, which allow you to, make £1,000 to £2,000 per month from one Airbnb. So using the Airbnb Mastery as the unique mechanism and how I deliver and the process of it, the misconceptions, the consequences, and also the benefits, this allows me to differentiate myself from the market with my own way of doing things. So when I run ads, when I do content, when I do YouTube, people are like, well, what's that Airbnb Mastery mechanism he's talking about? That's a little bit different. I've never heard about it. Realistically, they have heard about it, but it's my way of doing things. That's the way I've marketed it. And this is why it's so important to have this. As I've said, we're in a place now where there's so much competition. You have to be able to differentiate yourself from other people that are selling the same thing as you. And then we have the old way against the new way. So the old way would be, let's say we've trained someone and their old way of maybe reaching out to landlords, they, didn't do a little bit of research before, looked into the property. The new way might be, we do a little bit of research, we see where the landlord lives, we come to that call prepared, and that's the new way. And this new way has allowed me to generate this much money and get this result. So we're trying to belief off the prospect to show them this way that you're going to do it is better than your way, but it's not just better. Here's the proof that it's better. Here are the people that have put it in place, and I've also done it myself. And this is why we have value here for you to come and work with us. We don't need to sell to them because we are given the value. We've given them our way of doing things, and we've marketed it in a way where we are the authority and they should come on board and work with us. And, this type of system with Yost, who he's come from a place where, great at Airbnb, phenomenal. I can't sing his praises enough, but also, within 2025 now, currently we've been able to do, 20K in Jan, 19K. We're in March now. We actually have around 3, 4 people in the pipeline that we're hoping to close this week, and we've already done 10K this month, not including that 11K MRR. So, I can say this is not a system that I'm telling you to do because I'm coaching it. I'm actually doing it. So I'm with Yoast implementing this system, going through everything, working with the sales, working with the closers. You know, for yourself, if you're a coach or if you're a consultant, if you want help implementing this into your business, book a call below, drop us a follow on Instagram. My handle will be down below. If you want this exact offer doc we use to create this offer, just drop me a little follow and a message on Insta with the word offer, and I'll send it right over for you and help you with anything you need. But yeah, more videos coming. Let me know if you guys need anything on Instagram. Peace out.